Yo, what up? Hi Jackson, what up, bro? Yo. Hey big man, what up chat? What up, bro? Hi, what up, bro? You lagged? I don't know why. Is the stream lagging? My game isn't laggy at all though. If you're lagging, it's probably just the server for a little bit. I don't know. It's been a little bit weird lately. Yeah, guys, what do you think about the new skin set that they put out? This one's not bad at all. I actually really like this one. It's kind of clean. Like, we'll put on the old one I bought for a lot. Here's the full white one, right? This one's really nice, but I don't know, I feel like all white just doesn't really match for Albion as much, you know? I feel like this one's better. That's pretty clean. There's also this one to shop right now. This looks really nice. Barbarian or whatever. Not bad. What up, Sopa? Happened to the face cam? It's not really like a permanent thing. It was just for like a day because people paid for it. It also likes my computer, if you believe it or not. Like my frame rate especially was like kind of crazy with it. Sup chat? What up, bro? What components do you have? I took pictures recently. I have screenshots. It's hold up. Let me do this fight and then let me pull that up. He's right here. We probably don't break a crystal on this one. It's a pretty easy map to get away from. Mage Cow Enjoyer. Wish I could have baited out Jacket there, because that's going to be annoying. I'm going to have to kill him second boot instead of these boots. If he had no invis here, he dies here, but now he's going to go invis on my boots. Oh, he gets trap RNG too. Yo, eat me, bro. Got a full inventory? Yeah. Gotta be prepared, bro. Okay, let me find... No, just suppose you barely use half of them? Yeah, but if I need to use half of them, the other half, I mean, then we'll have them, we'll be prepared. Think about it. Okay, here is GPU's RTX 3050. CPU's AMD Ryzen 55. And then memory? DDR4 16 gigabytes. I don't know, I built it a few years ago. Maybe 2-3. You'll be prepared for me though? You'll come cryptids, bro. We need content. Yo, Sopa, have you ever seen such an unlucky weapon, bro? This shit is so bad for 50 strain, bro. Like, I'm paying 13 mil a click, and it's like, bro. I'll have to put in like another 100 mil if I want it to be like actually good. He's the best? Okay, thank you, man. Yo, Jack Tack, how much can I get for a 5/4 quarter staff, 12 ability damage, 5 lifesteal, 400 HP? You left out the most important thing for the price, and that's the strain. I mean, another strain I can give you, like, roughly, but that sounds really nice. Lifesteal and quarterstaff's actually really fun. Cooldown would have made it a lot better, though. We'll break one here. This is kind of a rough map. But your PC kind of makes sense. It lags the face cam. Yeah, I plugged in the face cam. I was doing a fight, and it was, like, freezing, you know? But, like, then I tweaked with my Albion settings a little bit and stuff, and it was, like 90% chill, you know? 107 strain. Maybe like 2.5x estimated, but it's gonna take a little bit. You could sell it pretty quickly for like 2x estimated, but $107 strain, bro, damn. Playing Claymore, do you think it's okay? I actually really like Claymore. It's in a good spot right now. Broadsword's low-key better than it, though. Like, Claymore can work, but Broadsword is actually, like, so strong for no reason. Pretty sure he's here. Oh, yeah, he is here. Oh, I actually predicted him. Slash saw him. Yo, we're rich. Wait, that's like 8 mil. I'm gonna poison him here because the bat's hitting him, so he'll take physical damage and get slowed once this thing ends. See, I can't move really. Weapon, please? Nah. The weapon was like 5 mil, dude. Damn it. Random 6-3 kill though, sure, bro. Yeah, that was like 6 mil maybe, if I'm lucky. Damn. Best build for Everfifth? It's the most consistent build, and when I'm going for 100 mil infamy, I need to be consistent. I was used to lag when I was using OBS. No, I haven't really had issues with OBS. Which is kind of surprising. I'm pretty sure on stream at least you guys see like really clearly. Like there's like slight like noticeable like, you know, like detail, texture loss, whatever. But my bitrate's actually really good for no lag. What is your top weapon in Mist? I hate so much Frost players. I mean, if you want to kill Frost and never die to a Frost, just go Flamewalker. If you fight an equal tier Frost with Flame, you should never ever lose that fight. Basically. Like it's, you have matchups so heavily with fire. You're playing a ranged kite weapon with CC on a weapon that doesn't care about CC, that outdamages it, that has range. Like, Flame will just win, you know? Fire is good for all Mist? Yes. You can fight everything at Flamewalker. It's in a really good space right now. And if you're losing a brawl really heavily, either just leave or swap to Wave. Wave can like help with fights you lose on like fights that are out-brawling you so easily. The Mana can work in CDs? Yeah, but I don't really recommend it on Slayer. If you fight an Assassin Shoot Fist, like what are you doing? Our new main fire? Yeah, it's incredibly good. You won't be disappointed by Flame. I've been teaching a friend how to play a little bit. That's like a little bit newer to the game, and he's doing very well considering he's like really new to the weapon. He's doing like really nice. This is the build if you want to play it. Stats, these stats are completely fine, but cooldown, lifesteal are good. IP I don't really recommend as a trait because it drains your mana pretty heavily. And in this fight, he's on Q1, but you want to use these spells. Are you RMT? No, bro. For start practice fire, what do you recommend? Just like either like 4.2 stalkers or like just lower tier Mist. Depends how much money you have. I want to play Arclight to get to play. It's very strong right now. Let me see your weapon real quick again. Okay. Keep in mind the stats are minus 50% in here. What am I hearing, bro? I don't know about that song. Guys, I'm scared. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Pretty bad, just buy a new one, gang? Bro, I refreshed my first weapon. Ended up making this weapon, right? It was 2 clicks, 2 non-crits, and then a crit. So I was like, wait, we just got a crit. That means the weapon's saved, right? I haven't gotten a singular crit after that one. So I've done a 50 strain weapon with 1 singular crit. Like, tell me how it makes sense, bro. This is a... we'll break one. Stream's been up for a while now. I should be able to like have the chance to be stream sniped now, so we're gonna start breaking one on rough maps. This is kind of a rough map to lead a little bit. You were cursed? Yeah. Just use a 7-4? Nah. Because I don't have to add IP trait or else I'm losing out on tons of damage. Oh, I actually just kicked him. What? In the crowd. Ambious stream sniping incoming, yeah. Build for Arclight and Mist. Go Jacket, Tenacity, or Miststalker Jacket. Really just preference. Both are good. Mana Sprint, like on Purity Sandals, you know. Helmet of Valor for a Purge. And you'll do plenty well. Heal Pots, Snapper, you can go Eel Stew. A lot of variants you can play in Arclight, but you just gotta keep in mind you can't really force fights, but when people do fight you, you'll win the brawl incredibly easy. But MBS has only killed you once, right? Yep. And he's died, I think, 15 to 20 times now in 8-1 to 8-3. So, and when he did kill me the first time, he already had lost like 50 mil trying to snipe me and kill me. And now he's lost more. So there's not even a reason for him to keep sniping me, but he will. Like, he's losing money infamy and he's getting 1 YouTube clip. I'm getting like 20. I don't understand what the gain is anymore. Like, at that point, you're not even gaining anything, bro. You're just ruining the content. And he killed you an Arclight 8-4. Oh, you're right. My bad. He did kill me my 8-4 gloves, yeah. He still is down money, though. He killed me my 8 gloves recently. That fight was much more fair than the, my arcs. I'm just really bad at arcs. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I do not know how to play that weapon well enough, especially into a hard matchup like Trinity. Should I open a long position for Bitcoin or for a lower level? Bro, why would I know? This guy's 100k infamy, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, what? This guy's playing a Hellgate build. I mean, like, good one, bro. Have you tried using Trinity? No. So he killed you twice? Yeah, he killed me in my 8... Wait, let me see what the deaths here. Bro, these deaths are for so long. So I died in this shit yesterday. I actually almost killed him. I don't know how. We got 3v1. We died in Hellgates. Like, bro, I've not been dying much lately. But, yeah, we died in the 8-4 fifth set. Almost got one-shot by his cultist that time. I fucked up with that Trinity fight, bro. I just don't know how to play the weapon, bro. I'm looking back on it, I played really bad. All Frost players, yeah. Can you just die, bro? Thank you. Woohoo, Mel. Bro, I just gained like 4,000 infamy from killing him. I unironically get more infamy PvEing a dungeon than killing that guy. Like, bro. $15 times the amount? Wait, hold up. Open up Murder Ledger real quick. I'm actually curious. Oh, yo, Nico Bird died again today. So we click my name. Then we go to opponent MBS. One, two, three. Yeah, 13 times, and then he killed me twice. And call it cope all you want. Bro, he's on Daybreaker when I'm on Fist. Insanely, like, impossibly hard matchup. And he's on Trinity while I'm on Arcs. Like, both times he had, like, such hard matchups. So it's not like I'm dying naturally, but... I mean, he played well in the... I don't know, did he even play good when he killed me with his, Trinity? I feel like he kind of just, like, walked around and used Reflect until I had stacks. I don't really know Trinity well enough to know if he played that fight, like, well enough. I feel like it's mostly just me being fucking dog shit. I mean, you used like 5 Qs in the cultist that time, so doubts the weapon experience. Yeah, but here's the thing, Sopa. So I have Purge for his Inferno, right? But he has, Reflect W, right? So it's like I bait out the Reflect W, and he doesn't E, right? And I Purge his Inferno. If he cultist cows, then he can just auto me for free until he has another Reflect. And by that point, I'm down so much damage. So I feel like I do more damage hitting into Reflect, I'm pretty sure. I think it's a better option, depending on the scenario. 9 mil and consumables? Yeah. He's so quick in pressing staff? What do you mean, bro? How do you rate the new dragon builds for your build? Bro, I'm saving up money, I'm saving up spec, I'm saving everything, bro. We're gonna go 8-4 the second it's possible on the dragon boots and jacket, bro. Just be ready, bro. We already have 13 mil fan credits a month out, bro. The second it's out, buying 8-4, and we're going to... What up, bro? And we're gonna 120 both of them. The helmet's good, but there's better helmets out there. What? Bro, what am I doing? What am I doing? Bro, I was like not paying attention at all. I was like not even thinking, bro. I like ran into him, swapped all my spells, and then just stood still. What am I doing? Oh. Oh. What am I doing? I'm actually an idiot. I'm so bad. I didn't even think, bro. I was like, oh, 5-3. And I was like looking at chat mid-fight. What am I doing, bro? He's Q1 Fist. He's gonna hurt. Ah, I lost my piece of shit. What Fist? Time to go sleep? Bro, what am I doing? Look at the bright side. You don't have to deal with those 8-4 tunes yet. Fuck those gloves, bro. I'm glad I lost them. Bro. Ooh, if that guy made his profit. Bro, and my piece of shit Fist broke. Can't even buy him back. I mean, fuck this Fist, regardless. Like, dude, what a bad weapon. Bro, you used the latest heal pop I've ever seen. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even, like, have it. I was like PvEing that fight, bro. I don't even know. I'm not as dumb as you. What is this guy on? Bro, I'm actually a fool. Oh, man. Oh, you already have a build in mind? You'll play the new Dragon Armor? Yeah, we're about to go log test it. I'm going to show you the build right now. I'm going to show you like tech you can do with it, and we're going to make it a video. Let me make this, And make my thing display settings so you guys aren't looking at freaking blank wall. First time I see you on a live, the first fight I see you do on a live stream is this. Yeah, GG, bro. I'm getting clipped everywhere. Why didn't you do anything for almost the entire fight? Bro, I wasn't thinking, bro. Chill, bro. I can't even explain that, bro. Time to go miss? No, we're gonna go test server. I'm gonna show everyone the new boots build. We're gonna make a video about this. Think you lost because of the lead I gained on you in Cryptids when you switched abilities. Oh, yeah? Asking with the weapon trash, there's a way you can check if it trashed by viewing the weapons record. And it didn't break. It broke, but it's able to be gained again. You feel me? Go up in Mega Bonk? Bro, Mega Bonk I haven't played in months, bro. I think my best is like half a mil? 600k? Something like that. I mean, full played to him, I guess. Like, dude. I was trying to do the Mistwalker tech where I can avoid the purge. But his W cancels my boots. Okay, this is going to be the new build for basically everything we use once the update comes out. We'll turn off the display, turn off the song, turn up DOS audio, death. Okay, so we're gonna play this. Grab heal pots. New dragon armor is actually super good. You guys have no idea. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, where is my DGs? Why you turn off camera? Bro, I've used it like once, bro. It's not like... Holy chill, bro. These. Okay. I think we don't need mana cost on the live server. Because we're going to go like a 7-4 weapon, but... This is going to be the set, bro. We're going to main this for like a while, bro. This shit's insane. Lucky guy made 200 mil? Nah, less. The weapon broke, which could have sold for like 70 or 80. And then any other piece that breaks is like 15, 20 mil. Where's the Tailgaze build? Yo. You play all cooldown rate passives for all matchups? Yeah. It's just good. Okay, so this is going to be the build we use once the update comes out. We're already preparing spec. It's updates out in like sub-month. Shadow Edge question mark? Yeah. Shadow Edge, you have no idea. This shit's going to be really nice. So look. Dragon Slayer shoes. They're leather, which is the best armor type in the game. Because we get the in-between of cloth and plate, right? And we get the cooldown passive. These shoes, it's kind of confusing, right? Gain 4 charges of burning momentum. What does that mean? Each burning momentum stack grants 20% move speed for 6 seconds. The next 4 ability uses refunds 15% of the cooldown for all weapons ability slots. And removes 1 stack. So what this means... is if I use these boots naturally, right, it gives us insane move speed. But every time I click a spell, it'll get rid of this move speed. But getting rid of this move speed will give us our weapons, spells, cooldown reducted. So like, if I activate the boots and then use 2 spells, all my weapon slots are 30% cooldown reducted. I'm pretty sure for 6 seconds. No, refunds 15%. I don't really know how it works entirely. All I know is these shits are like OP as hell. I'm gonna use them. How to get the arrow to other players like that? I have right here. Controls, show targeting, line and range right here. But basically, we have this for mana and cooldown passive. We have the dragon armor. Conjure wings to fly through the air, becoming immune to CC. Okay, not bad. Upon landing, the surrounding 5-meter radius is a personal immunity field for 6 seconds. Enemies outside this immunity field cannot damage you while you're inside, and while you're inside, you get damage and cooldown by 15% for 6 seconds that you're inside, by the way, if you're inside for the full thing. But what this can be used for, especially with Shadow Edge, is when you use the armor, it gives you like a slight dash. And then while you're inside of this thing right here, no one can hurt you unless they're inside with you. And it gives you 15% cooldown damage while inside. So if they don't go inside, you're basically just able to use this cooldown rate to get your stuff back. And if they do go inside, then you can have bonus damage to fight them with. I'm pretty sure also you can hurt them while you're inside this circle. Like, you can be inside of it and hit them with like a bow auto attack and it'll hurt them, for example. but you cannot be hurt while you're in this circle. Like right here, if this guy used a purity cowl on me, I would take no damage. But if he walks inside, he can hurt me, right? But Shadow Edge, I feel like it's going to be really nice for this update. Like, watch this fight right here, right? This is a pretty hard matchup, OP build. But we're just going to have the Mana Shield. I'm just going to click every button, basically. And then, like, now we'll just use our shoes. We'll just randomly click our Q. Like, look at our spells, right? Q. I already have my W again. Hit my W. Look, I already have my E again. And 3 stacks now. So this tech is, like, actually, like, kind of broken, bro. And then he's hurting us a little bit. So let's go over here. If he comes inside, we'll have... he'll be brawling with me. And we'll have bonus damage, but he doesn't come inside. He can't hurt me. And then we have our cooldowns back. Use our helmet again. No, we have infinite mana. Shadow Edge. Now we're going to use our boots again. And then we have, like, everything back again. Like, we already have our E again. Like, actually insane tech. And the boots themselves are just really nice. 80% move speed for 6 seconds is more than a normal sprint. And you're just trading away, like, 10 seconds more cooldown on... like longer, you know. So let's use a little shield thing. We can use this to gap close, by the way. And then he comes inside. Now we have damage and cooldown. Meaning we outbrawl him pretty easy. So he dashes away. And then we can use our boots. Watch this. We just use our boots. Randomly click buttons. And now we have our W again. Hi. We might be able to still win if we end up using a jacket. Better boots or jacket? Definitely the boots. The jacket's more fun in my opinion. Look, he just straight up can't hurt me while I'm inside here. Look, I just took no damage at all. Nice. And like, you see I have no weapon cooldowns? We're just randomly gonna click our Q, not even really thinking. He's giving me my E cooldown. Like, actually insane tech. Now we will look at the Dragon Slayer hood. Maybe you guys can tell me what you think about this in chat. This boot's gonna be meta. In my opinion, this is still work in progress. They could literally delete these boots. Completely rework either of these things. But it is, in my opinion, incredibly strong and fun. And with the Dragon Slayer hood. Shoot a flare. Let's read this. Shoot a flare towards the targeted position. By a flare, it's like a projectile thing, you know? That grows from 4 meters to 7 meters, right? Which means it's going to go from small into more of a cone shape, and then it's going to explode onto the ground and grow. Enemies in this area are revealed from invisible, so revealed, right? So if they're in Undead Cape or Assassin Jacket, you just throw it, and they're not in that anymore, right? They can't go invisible while they're inside it anymore, and their cooldown rate is decreased by 50%. So what does that mean? If this guy right here is standing inside my little red thing, and he's in this radius, all of his cooldowns are coming back 50% slower. So a 4-second cooldown spell is going to be back in, like, what, 6 seconds or 8? I'm pretty sure it'd be, what, 6 seconds? Because it's 50% reducted, right? Boots are way too OP for mobile weapons like Deathgivers, actually. I feel like Deathgivers themselves. I was also trying it out with Forge Hammers, and you basically can just use your Forge Hammer E to brawl, use your boots, and then just infinitely dash and Q, and it's really insane. But hit a Shadow Edge. He's probably going to go this way. But look, we'll just use our helmet on him, right? And now he can't go invis. Oh, he's not even on invis. It sucks. But like, look at my cooldowns, by the way. I have my E already. So you know what this means? They recently nerfed the Deathgiver's E and made it 5 seconds more cooldown, right? But because they made these boots so strong, you basically can just E at the start of a fight, use your boots, spam Qs, which is giving you your E back, and you'll have your E back by the time you have 3 stacks. So we'll throw the little helmet. So this is the main reason I don't think the helmet's going to be too good. Obviously, versus like more stationary, more brawl, whatever matchups, this helmet's going to be so useful. Like, imagine you're brawling with someone with swords both, and you just have 50% cooldown rate more than that. Like, that's a huge advantage, right? But like, if they get out of the ring, your helmet's just useless, right? But, you know, it's a trade-off. Like, you see how he dashed away here? Now we're going to try and stun him in this, and like, he's just like... I mean, that's the thing. He just walked out of it straight up. But like, you see we're being pressured here. We're just going to walk away, get more cooldown rate. He can't hurt me from in here. Kite him a little bit. As a bow player, I'm crying right now. Bro, it's actually going to be so good. No more cooldown rate for you. We'll randomly click our Q button. Now we have our E. Dude, Frost is still so OP. Damn. It depends on how hard it is to craft it. Yeah. I'm gonna try and just make a whole bunch of money pre-update. That way I just have stupid money to throw away, like pay 100 mil for an 8-4 shoes and stuff. Because I want to go with either this with like a 6-4 MP weapon, or this if we're going 7-4, 8-4 weapon. That way we have no man issues. But dude, it's gonna be so good. This armor is, if only this armor giving you the little dash thing makes it like usable kind of, you know? How much cooldown do the boots have? I have a ton of cooldown rate, so it's kind of hard to tell. But I'm pretty sure the raw number is 40. Like this alone, this little dash, and you dash, and you dash. Like, dude, this is, how are you running from this at all? And I sacrifice my movement speed to get my weapon spells back. But just, even though you're sacrificing your move speed, you're getting your spells. Like, let's say I'm chasing a guy, right? You want to be able to hold your movement speed, right? So you can keep chasing him. But while you're using your move speed, sacrificing it, you're using things like these little dashes. That's going to get you on them. So sacrificing your move speed isn't really going to even be an issue at all. And that's the only downfall. If you trap someone inside the chest, you can brawl. Yeah. You can't really trap them inside. They're able to move freely outside of this, inside. They can move like this. But if they brawl inside of here with me, I'm getting buffed 15% damage and cooldown, as you can read at the bottom. They're not. So it's that, you know, you get the little dash and you get bonus cooldown damage. So I feel like something about this is going to be nerfed, because the fact that you can leap with it alone is really nice. Like, imagine a chill howl ease you and you just dive out of their E with your jacket, you know? I'm not sure which weapon will benefit the most from these boots, but I think Deathgivers and Frost. Guys, some insane tech I found, okay? Bro, Prowling Staff and Shapeshifter, right? Just Shapeshifters in general, because what's super OP on Shapeshifters, right? Polymorph, but the cooldown's a tiny bit long. Bro, you just polymorph them, use the boots, click your Shapeshifter human panther form, and then you have the thing again. Like, look at this tech. This is with no attunements, by the way. So imagine with cooldown attunes. So like, we're going to use this pretty long cooldown shield Q, right? We're going to use this thing, and then this isn't going to really matter much, but we'll duel this guy because he's in like a strong set. These dragon items would be so good for bolt cast and light axe, so it's going to be good for everything, bro. Can you attack someone while you're inside of it? Someone from outside? Yes, you can, bro. Dragon egg will be expensive. There's people pre-ordering it on the West server at least for like $1 or $2. So that shows people are kind of hyped about it, you know? Yeah, it's gonna be like expensive, you know? If you're trying to make money, 9-2 and 8-4 to 5-3 gloves is not the move, gang. Yeah, bro. Okay, so like, I have cooldown food, but no attunements, which means we're lacking a lot of potential cooldown rate, right? So we're just gonna use our little shield thing. We're gonna try and bait out his E or assassin jacket, because I mean that's just gonna be annoying for the test. Try and bait out the assassin real quick. Maybe this will do it. Yep, there's assassin. So like, this is obviously in this matchup we don't need to bait out all that, but we did. So like, look how strong we're gonna be after we bait that out, right? So like, we're just gonna go like this, polymorph, and like, look at all the cooldowns. Like, I just jumped and now I have another jump. Execute him. Look, we have another polymorph already. Like, we'll show that test again, but like, look what I just did to this guy. I just one-shot him with a Prowling Staff on leather. Like, dude, this tech is insane. So then I can just Duskweaver. And then he's just dead. The boot's too OP to not have any cons. The only con is getting rid of your move speed, but they made the... What? Dude, the dragon is so big, bro. They're gonna make this dragon very rare, I almost guarantee you. Like, the fact that it takes up this much of the map, you can't have like 100 people with it, you know? Where are you going? Crazy damage, cons of hitting your skill shots to stick to the enemy. I mean, there's like slight tech to it, but I feel like there's no con worth not using it. Like we'll fight at 8-4 MPDG. Hopefully he schedules us. This will be a great test. Or he can just... Okay. You duel me, bro. We'll duel this. No Fireboy. Boots will be great with hammer. I mean, a hammer will be able to dash in. And then just... Like, dude, it's good with every weapon. Straight up. It's literally just boots that give you weapon cooldown. I want to duel this guy. So, like, this is versus fire, right? What are we going to do? We're just going to get in range a little bit. Polymorph him, right? And we use our boots, and we just randomly click buttons. And, look, we have our polymorph again, basically. Look, I already have my poly again. Can we poly again? We jump on him again. And then now he wins, because it's fire. But You see the vision. It's basically just the fact that you have 2 polymorphs immediately, which is really OP. And this is just one weapon we're testing at tech with, you know? Like, Death Givers are going to be good. Bear Paws aren't actually as good as you think, because you can have multiple Ws. Like, you can use your W, use your boots, and you'll have your W before the W ends, because the cooldown's so quick, you know? But having your Q faster isn't that big of a deal, and having your E faster it's good, but there's better weapons that you try it with, basically. The armor looks incredibly good. This is just the full armor set right here. Just look at this. Oh, I have a thing on. Hold up. Like, look at this right here. Actually, really clean looking armor set. We'll go grab the dragon. Someone's asking for me to showcase the dragon. Warbow is actually really good with it because you're able to just brawl with them, and if they get on you, you just use your boots and then just immediately have Frost Shot again. But here's the dragon showcase. Obviously, it says missing icon. They haven't made this yet. Whatever. We have a little bit of information here. I think these information right here will stay, by the way. 10,000 HP might change. It's kind of like a weird number that like they just might have lazily thrown out instead of, you know, but this likely will change. These two likely will not. Everything here will likely not change, but everything else is like whatever. So the only spell is 1,000 more kg holding, which a dragon isn't really going to be an item you're going to go transporting with, I'm going to assume. But it is fast, so maybe it'll be very good for transporting if you're going to do an insanely risky, like, multi-billion-dollar one, since I feel like the dragon can be expensive. But as you can see, I don't know if I'm supposed to be standing like that. I think this is a model bug, but not bad mount. I feel like it's kind of like, it's whatever, in my opinion. There's no spells to the mount, so I feel like it's also really big, so it's going to be annoying if you have 100 of them in a city. But we'll show off the Death Givers tech again. Death Givers versus Death Givers. He's on the old meta build that I actually kind of created. Not really created, but I made this one incredibly popular. But let's see if we can beat him with Full Dragon. Test with one-hand curse or Shadow Caller, okay. 18 seconds long W with Axe is crazy, yeah. Crystal Reaper with the boots. We'll try that in a sec. New armor set leather, yep, which is incredibly good for us because it's the best leather, best passive and best, you know, in between defenses. So look, what we're going to do here, we're going to throw the anti-cooldown thing at him. We're going to try and stun him in it. Okay. And then now we're just going to randomly click buttons with our boots. And it doesn't matter what we do because we have insane cooldown rate. And we already run. And then look, he's going to Merc Jacket, right? And what are we going to do? First of all, we're going to throw this in the ground. So if he Mercs, right, he has no cooldowns. But look, if he tries to turn on me with a Merc Jacket, not only are we going to be able to leap away with my jacket, but he's not going to be able to hit me from outside. So like that Merc hook would not have healed him. So like he just has to get away from it. And we just use our boots. And then we just randomly click buttons. And I have my Shadow Edge again. Like, dude, these boots are so good, bro. Coolest mount ever? How do I take build and test server? So like you log into the game normally. There's a little tab you'll see, like where it says live. You click the tab and it'll bring you down to test server. And then you click this little shrine over here. If you don't do this, you cannot play in the test server. But you click this shrine, unlock this in board. You can get money. You can go freaking roleplay like this guy. And then you just go over here and craft whatever you like. And then a tuning is over here if you want to tune. I don't really like the jacket. I mean, think about your other options of jackets lately, though. You can play Hellion Jacket. You can play Mistwalker Jacket. Like, those jackets aren't really that fun. Like, I feel like this one's, like, definitely a lot more fun. And it has, like, insane tech you can do. But it's going to be more matchup-based. Whereas Mistwalker is kind of, you can just use it whenever. Is there a battle mount dragon? They might add spells to it. I mean, why would they make this big hype update with this insanely hard to get dragon, supposedly? And then not make spells to it. Coolest mount. To focus this dragon, is it a new mount? Yep, new mount. Everything you see on this test server I'm showcasing right now will be out in 1 month, by the way. But like, look, imagine you're playing like either like the old Q1 Caroline Cape DGs or just like a Brawl Death Givers build. Like, look at this right here. Q again, helmet. Like, dude, I already have 2 Qs. I feel like it's gonna be a lot worse with this Q because it doesn't give you cooldown. It gives you percent cooldown. So I don't know, it's fun, but I don't know how good it is for 1v1. We're gonna have to see, basically, bro. Jacket's insane for Frost. I feel like it's gonna be really good for Frost. I don't know about insane. I mean, I guess dashing away and getting cooldown is pretty good. Like, I just dash away. If he comes in, I have a OP Brawl. And then we're just gonna randomly click our Q button. And now I have 2 E's. What about Fist, and Daybreaker / Spear? Will they work with Dragon and Boots? I feel like Daybreaker is going to be really nice because what Daybreaker lacks and what we see with Daybreaker is we see Daybreaker players playing Duskweaver Helmet so that they can stay on people, but Daybreakers will now be able to just dash onto them, getting cooldown and damage, and just outbrawl. You're going to hear a noise. I'm going to take a screenshot and update stream title and thumbnail. Try with Royal Jacket? Nah. It's going to be good, but there's no point. If you have 99% cooldown, no. If you have 98% cooldown rate, getting 99% isn't going to matter very much, whereas getting 20% up to 30 is like a big difference. You know, it has diminishing returns or whatever. Like, it's not going to be like, oh my god, Royal Jacket, these boots. You can just spam click the E button. It's going to be like, oh, I have 1 second faster. So like, we can see a Daybreaker here on like the default build. Like, this is something you can find in Mist versus my new main build I'm going to be playing, probably with Dusk Helmet. So we need a Dragon Shapeshifter. Maybe if this update pops off, they will make one. Like, that's so easy for them to do, you know? Well, this is something we'll see in the Mist, so we're going to have to practice this matchup anyways. Like, look, Shadow Edge is just really good for the reason that, like, dodge Z. By the way, you can purge these boots as you can any other boots, but if they purge your boots, they will purge the fact that you can get infinite cooldown rate. So you do have to keep that in mind, that you're able to cripple, purge, and other things. Can I hit a Q, please? Okay. I haven't played DGs in long enough, so look, we're going to dash away. If he comes in, we're going to get cooldown rate. If he doesn't come in, we're using our cooldown rate to get our stuff back. Yeah, I haven't played DGs in a while. Okay. Having a dash on your chest piece is crazy, that's for sure. That's the thing, though. This jacket would be pretty nice if only it had the dash, you know? But the fact there's, like, other tech you can do with it makes it pretty nice as well. I think the boot's good for the one-shot fist, forgot the name, but not the Hellfire one. If you're talking about your sign maulers, maybe? You're better in videos. Yeah, we're running it back after this, and you're losing, bud. So we're fighting a Frost, so... Like, this alone is, like, kind of nice tech. The fact you can just disengage with cooldowns, and if they brawl with you, then, you know... I feel like the fact that I'm able to Shadow Edge and then use our boots and then immediately Shadow Edge again is also like just really nice. Do these new items have any passive against like how's that guy flying a dragon? There's a new mount coming out in a month that you're gonna be able to get. And it's a dragon mount. I'll showcase it after this since apparently you weren't here a few minutes ago. But like, look at these boots. Like immediately have my Shadow Edge. I already have my E again. Dash on to him, getting cooldown rate and damage. Dash on to him again, and again, and again. Like, dude, that alone was kind of a crazy cycle we just did. I'll show off the dragon mount again. Not a bad mount. Have you tested the new Life Ward Potion? We'll go over that in a second. The new Life Ward Potion. Actually really nice. So grab the dragon again. Where'd it go? Oh. Oop. Dragons in Albion. Oh my god. Dragon Hunter Spear, Sword, Twin Fang Daggers, Dragon Breath Staff. There's a lot of potential in this game, I know, right? If they just put work into it, it'll be very good. Little dragon mount right here. Really big. Actually incredibly fast mount, 130%. Imagine you're in a mist and you see a guy with this, though. That would be kind of interesting. What other weapon can we abuse this boots with? So, if you're just for you guys to know, once the event comes out, and if you want to try and make your build, weapons that have a two-part don't really work. For example, one-hand dagger, if you use your E and use the boots, the cooldown rate won't cooldown rate your E because, you know, it's an activation. For example, I use the Twin Slayer E. You see how it has this little activation thing? If I want the boots to give me more cooldown rate, I have to use it first. So, weapons like DGs, where you just click anything and it gets cooldown back, are really OP at these boots. Whereas things like, you know, this has an activation, this lasted a long time, so it's not that great. Things like that don't end up working. Demon Fang will be really nice though. Something like that. Took them 8 years to put dragons in a medieval RPG game. I know, right? Daybreaker will be really good, but Daybreaker doesn't really like have an issue with the cooldowns anyways. So Realm Breaker could cook. Broadsword, except the cooldowns are already so low. Quarterstaff, but the damage is a little low. DGs are definitely going to be one of the best, if not the best option. Bows are just going to be cancer with it, of course. Arclights are going to be meh. Broadsword needs rework. Try Broadsword. Flamewalker, definitely going to be really nice. Chill Howl, wait. What if I play like Cultist Robe Chill Howl? Isn't that like tech? We'll play like, I don't even know what helmet would you use. What helmet would you use? Is this gonna be meta for Chill Howl? Let's try it. No cooldown rated tunes, just like natural Chill Howl. You're gonna be able to EEE like in PvE with Broadsword? Yeah, but here's the thing. Broadsword's cooldown is like, what, 9 seconds with cooldown? I don't even have that much money, bro. Broadsword's cooldown is like pretty low, right? And this gives you 15%. So 15% of 10 seconds is 1.5 second back per cast. So Broadsword, for example, isn't going to be very good. Whereas Deathgivers with a 25-second raw E cooldown is going to be really good. Try Fire Staves with the thing that the food that gives cast time cooldowns. Scholar Robe and go wild. Would it be used for a Cult Staff, do you think? It's going to be used in basically every kind of content, any kind of build. There's just so much potential with this boots, especially. The jacket is also going to be pretty nice, I feel. Because in ZVZ, if you're about to get bomb squatted, you can just make yourself immune to that. But look, let's just say we immediately use all our buttons for Chill Howl. Is it good or not? That's not bad. Could be better. The Chill Howl isn't really going to be that great. One Hand Frost might be, just because of how strong One Hand Frost is right now already. I have no mana. New food is just the best holy food in the game. Yeah, the new food kind of disappointed me, bro. It's what? Cast time, cooldown rate, and then freaking like heal cast. Like, literally can only use it with a healing staff, nothing else. There's no like fun tech you can do like, oh, this kind of melee weapon, you can use it. No, it's literally just for holies. So we have right here the Life Ward Potion and the Omelet. So we're going to grab point zeros of these. That way we have realistic stats. Because obviously not everyone and not always, if they are using it in general, is going to have 0.3s. So Dragonbound Lay Fin Omelet. Doesn't really show crafting. Oh, it does. So normal recipe for omelet, I'm pretty sure. Except you need a new fish. This new fish, all it does is increase your healing cast. So we got an HCE food, yippee. Increases your cast speed by 9.5. 9.5 is actually pretty good. I'm pretty sure that's like obviously less than normal though. Yeah. A lot 17, so you're giving up a lot. Cooldown rate by 7.6 and your heal cast by almost 7%. Okay, kind of mid. Major Life Ward Potion. Very interesting potion. Not sure what this is, how this is going to play out. In what way, whatever. Ethereal Potion can be thrown at a ground location. We'll test this theory. It's a tier 8 potion. Uses a Potent Dragon Blood. Kinda cool. Curious how we're gonna get this. Throw the potion at a targeted position like so. Okay. So just throw it and it lasts a second. Allies gain life ward for 4 seconds. Allies in this 4-meter radius once you throw it. The first... I'll get it out of this freaking sounds. The first time a life ward ally reaches 1 HP, so if they go 1 HP, 1 HP, 1 HP, it's not going to work, I'm pretty sure. The first time they reach 1 HP, they could become stunned for 2 seconds and recover 20% health instantly and 20% over the duration. So 40% basically for a few seconds. While reviving, their healing received is reduced. How is this going to be used, chat? I can see areas in like HCE or just PvE environments, especially statics. Stuns you for 2 seconds, so you're vulnerable, but you immediately get 20%. I feel like this is like what, only good with Mistwalker Hood, right? Or how does this 1 HP tech work? Basically, if you die within 4 seconds, you resurrect. I don't think this potion is going to be practical. Psychopath is going to be wild to nature in that food. Oh, yeah. Nature PvP is going to be good with that food for sure. Yippee. Forge hammers, by the way, guys, are actually incredibly good at these new things. Let me show you. So we're fighting Arclights. Incredibly strong weapon. Really good in general. And we have Pork Gomlin with no good food. With mid-attunes, he's a max weapon. But look how strong this brawl is about to be. So we're just going to go in E-form. We're going to try and slow him in this thing so he has less cooldown rate while inside of it. And then we basically just brawl with him, and we use our boots, and then just click every button. And look, I already have my E again. How broken is that? Oh. Okay, guess it just bugged. Do not have our E again. We're just sitting here, not taking damage. We'll try and dash onto him for this thing. We are going to try and use this life ward potion once I get to 1 HP, and we'll see if we can revive ourselves. But like, look at this damage and outbrawl potential, though. And then look, we just use our boots. Boom. I'm about to win, actually. We throw a potion at ourselves. He just waits it out, and then we die. Okay. Sick potion, SBI. Nice, bro. Okay. Potion literally did nothing at all. Dragon Dungeon hits so much you need reawaken when party killing boss. Okay, so PvE like I thought. Wait, what if you have a curse E on you and you throw this pot? Could work. You think Brawler Gloves good at the boots? No, because like if you use your Q twice, it goes on cooldown, right? So you'll have to use your Q twice and then your W and then your E. It's like kind of meh. And especially because that build already has like high cooldown rate, high damage. So it's not going to be as good as you're thinking, I feel. Lifeheart probably won't be for PvP. Yeah, he literally just stood still and like just looked at me while my pot did nothing. Jackson, try Ava Fist? Okay, well, I don't even have any. Maybe for hardcore PvE content? I guess so. So bop, bop, bop. And like while we're brawling, we can just dash onto him so he doesn't get away while giving us cooldown and damage. And we'll just chill in here for a little bit. We'll use our boots, and then while we're not even on him, we can just proc our boots to get our E back. We'll lower his cooldown rate, activate our E, slam, 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 boom. And he dashes away, dash on him, boom, 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 boom. And then hopefully the potion will do something this time. I'm very curious to see if it has even a shred of use in PvP. Dash on him, lower his cooldown rate. He'll Q me twice into my entire health bar. Bop, bop, bop. I want him to kill me. So look, we just immediately res. Wait, that was actually pretty good. Wait, I have 18,000 health. Boom. Oh, get away, get away. Okay, we need our W and we can kill. Wouldn't that jacket be insane on ranged weapons? Because you can just dash away and still hit backwards? Actually, yeah. Boom. You can just dash away and still hit backwards? Yeah, you can just use like frost and such. Thank you, bro. RMT. Oh my god, I just made him kill himself, bro. No. Okay, what's gonna be the best situation for Fist? This Q I feel like has to be used. This W is the only good one, really. RMT. Okay, let's duel this boy. Actually, I think we're gonna have mana issues. Let's see though. They'll probably change the pot, not gonna lie. I think it's meant for like PvE. What the fuck, that's OP? Yeah, the pot actually had a use. Having imp mechanic without being an imp is really good. Yeah, imagine you res with imp and then you res with that pot. And you just never die. Let's see how these fists work with this though. So we'll just use all our boot spells. Protect them real quick. Definitely used them pretty wrong there, but I feel like the fists aren't going to be as good. Because like I said, if you have like a two-part animation kind of spell, this thing isn't that good. Crazy tech though is the fact that this jacket has no mana cost. Whereas Mistwalker is like what, 18% of your total mana? So I can't use a life ward for the next 2 minutes though. I have no mana, bro. Stop. That pot can tank a bottom squad? Yeah, it's gonna be insane. I think it's too easy to outplay, too hard to properly pull off. Keep in mind though, we're only using 8-0. We probably could be getting a lot more max health or whatever the buffs are for having an 8-3. I'm curious if this food's remotely useful for anything PvP wise. 0 mana mobility. They're gonna add a mana cost that's just not in yet. I mean, maybe? None of it has a mana cost. Helmets normally don't have mana cost anyways. Boots normally don't have mana cost. This doesn't also. Maybe they just really don't want it to have mana. Don't really feel the jacket, neither the helmet. I'm really feeling the boots, especially. I am going to use this jacket because imagine I'm 8-4 chasing people down, right? That are like, just IP abusing people as always. And I'm able to just chase them with my jacket. It's like just more mobility. So I'll tweak all of it in my opinion. We'll end up seeing, I guess. If you use the boots on the second phase of the skill, will it reduce cooldown? I think so. I know what you're talking about too. So if we use our... How do we test this properly? We'll use our boots, E, and then we'll E again. I think I did the test wrong there. I feel like arc lights aren't really going to be the tech. Also, you're using the worst cooldown shoes, but your cooldown doesn't give you OP. Heals in crafted dungeons are going to be annoying as fuck, I know, right? Are you sure they don't use mana? Check it. Look. No mana. No mana. Boom. Oops. 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 Okay, so look. Boots, Q, Q. The second part of the spell does act as a refresh. Really useful to know. We are going to be able to do our life ward tech here. Smuggler cape with the res pot. Resurrect thing is not tech though. Cannot use it. But look, I'm going to let him Q me one time, and then he's just going to kill me. Okay. This guy has Gmail in his name, bro. Are you sure? I think this pot's gonna be good against ZVZ. I mean, yeah. You can just survive anything. Well, we grab Snapper. Snapper will be not bad. Yeah, a couple of healers are gonna be able to just use this food and get cooldown and whatever. Oh my god, my E is back in 10 seconds. Wait, is this shit actually gonna be like usable? He just can't hurt me while I'm inside here. Boom! Oh. Look, we're gonna let him kill me just so I can res. Can you show Dragon Mount, please? Yeah, I got you in a sec. Let me just finish this duel. Wingspan of the Drake is better than bigger than the Avaroad's path. Who care about ZVZ? I mean, you gotta think of all the tech that's possible with this new armor and stuff. She'll be expensive. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're gonna let him kill us, right? We're gonna throw the pot on the ground, and he's just gonna walk away from us again, and then we're gonna die. Psych! No! Okay, so they literally just have to, like, do anything, and the pot just does nothing to you. Show the dragon mount? I got you right here, bro. How to get dragon mount? On the test server, you just go over to this little saddler thing in Scaleon. You just look at the map, saddler, you go here, it's right here. And you can use it on the test server, by the way. But here's the dragon mount. Says it has 10,000 health and 130 move speed, but anything you're seeing right now that I'm showcasing can be tweaked. Thank you for everyone being in the live stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, comment. We are going to be making this a video right now, chat. Appreciate everyone joining the stream. Not bad. I feel like these are going to be really strong / fun. I feel like these are going to be like almost OP compared to this. Is just going to be really fun and good. We have the little dash thing. We have this. This helmet's going to be used, but it's not going to be really in more solo content. I'm going to 120 spec both of these and play them on 8.4 the second I can, basically. So make sure you're ready for that. That's going to be, you know, 8.4. Everyone loves 8.4, you know. Not bad, though. This is also kind of tech. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. This will be my video, like I said. I'm going to end stream now. When's your next stream? Either tonight or, like, late tomorrow. But we're going to make a video of this, showcase some of the stuff so people know the tech. Make sure you save your favorite points. There's going to be a whole system you can spend them on. To my knowledge, not really any point wasting them anyways. Probably just cooked the economy saying that, but we'll see. See you in a few days. See you, chat. Appreciate